Hey everyone, welcome to this space once again. If you guys have been here, for those of you, if you're new and you're just kind of looking around, my channel, welcome to this space. I hope that these messages have found you at the right time and at the right place in your life. We're going to talk to the sign of Cancer regarding this Aquarius full moon. We are under the Aquarius full moon as I speak. Sorry guys if you guys hear like mumbling in the background. My fiance is watching TV, so hopefully that is not distracting. We are going to be reading for Cancer's sun, moon, and rising placements. Please check your rising and or moon placements for deeper resonance, okay, you guys? I am reading for both sidereal and astrological charts. All right, so Cancer. For this Aquarius full moon, it's a bit intense for all of us. It's intense. We're going to see what the ancestors, my ancestors, have to say about it, what you're feeling, what you're thinking about, or any thoughts that may come up for you. And overall, what you guys are going to be met with under this Aquarius full moon, okay? So every single one of you, you have Cancer in your sun, moon, or rising placements in your natal chart. You guys are all going to be kind of faced with similar experiences. You guys all have similar traits because of this, the energy that you guys all carry with the sign of the constellation of Cancer, right? I feel like we all were kind of born in like different pods, and your pod is Cancer. And there's a lot of people just like you with those placements who may be going through similar things, right? Take what resonates, leave what does not. But there's a lot going on, Cancer, and I get the sense for those of you out there, this is actually, it's actually a blessed time, depending on how you see it. This is a blessed time. That's what I'm getting. It's like, look around you, look at what you have. You may be thinking about, what do I want to add to my life? Who do I want to add to my life? Some of you guys may be having children at this time or thinking about having children. Measurement. Okay, so you received accumulation. I love this card. And you received measurement. So there are those of you, there's a need to definitely take some inventory, either figuratively or literally. Bottom of the deck, you have play. So there, when it comes to your home, Cancer, at this time, we do have a few retrogrades happening. And we also, I believe Venus is still in your chart, I think, still in your constellation. So when it comes to how you connect with your home, how you connect with those in your home, when it comes to love or the lack thereof in your home, when it comes to your possessions, there may need to be a big cleanup. Some of you guys may be hoarding some energy in your heart, in your mind, in your body. You could also be holding on to literal items in your life, in your home. Some of you guys need to clean your car out, or the trunk of your car. I don't know. It's like some of you guys need to clean, clean your refrigerator, get rid of things that are just sitting. They're just there, and there's really no purpose for them to be there, even though mentally or emotionally you feel that they serve a purpose for you. But I'm not saying that you have to throw things away, but maybe you need to get a storage unit. Maybe you need to clear out a space where you can use it as storage to save space for these things, because maybe in your mind you feel like, well, maybe I'll be able to use this one day. Okay, maybe. But take inventory of it. Are you really going to need that? Because this is all about what is useful for a job to get done. There is no need for unnecessary there's no need for unnecessary items, because that just creates clutter in the mind, okay, in our hearts. Some of you, I'm also getting that there may be a certain type of food that you absolutely love, but that food has become a bit of a plague to your body. Okay, I'm also getting your circulatory system. You need to pay attention to that. Your blood flow, your bloodstream, blood circulation, oxygen in your blood. Some of you guys, there may be diabetes there in your family, or maybe you have diabetes, I don't know. Or you are at risk of being diabetic if you don't change your diet, or if you don't, you know, there's a lot of things that, you know, if you're not taking inventory, if you're not looking at, okay, what is useful? What is actually, what can I use to build prosperity or build success? Because if it's just sitting there and it's not, there's no purpose for it to be there, then why is it there, right? If there's people in your life where you don't really talk to them, or you do try to reach out to them, you try to give them a purpose in your life, but they're not really serving their purpose. They're not really showing you that they really want to be a part of whatever you want them to be a part of. Let that go. Okay, just let it silently go. Because this is supposed to be a fun time for you, Cancer. I feel like this is supposed to be a really fun time for you, and you're under this Aquarius full moon. This is supposed to be a time where you're enjoying yourself. But it's time to take inventory of, you know, what needs to be booted out, what needs to be silently released, so that you can enjoy, right? So that you can, you know, smile, be happy, laugh out loud, you know, so that you can, you know, just be liberated of things that you don't even realize are holding you back or holding you down, right? Some of you guys, maybe you need to go to a body of water, go swimming, go to a pool party, or just go sit near a pool. Go on a vacation where the water is really blue, or almost like a turquoise color. You know. So yeah, this is positive. This is supposed to be a really positive time. But there's just this energy of needing to pay attention to, Cancer. There's the need to pay attention to who you're having fun with. There's the need to pay attention to I don't know. Again, I'm still going back to the example of the food thing. You know, you could love a food, but then, you know, you may not be going to the doctor, or sitting with yourself and looking at your body and being like, I probably should stop eating this. And some of you guys may have been getting those feelings of like, I'm eating this way too much, or I'm not eating enough of this, or I'm not drinking enough water, or, you know, I'm not getting enough sunlight, or I don't know. But there's something that some of you guys, there is excess where that needs to be addressed, and there is lack where that also needs to be addressed in your life. Because you can have a bowl of fruit, right? This beautiful ripe bowl of fruit, but then if it's not eaten, or if it within a certain time frame, it becomes rotten. Right? And then you have to toss it out. Right? So where have your fruit kind of become rotten in your life? There's a lot that you may be doing, a lot of good things that you might be buying that you really like, but like where have things kind of become rotten or stale in your life? Because maybe there are some things in your life that really started out really well and it looked beautiful, but then after a while, because no one was paying attention to it, no one was partaking in it, no one was trying to preserve it, and maintain it, it just kind of rotted away. And that could be in relationships as well. We have Saturn of discipline, obstacles, and boundaries. So there's, okay, so yeah, there's discipline there. There's excess and there's lack, right? But there's excess and too much of something, or there's too little of something. Bottom of the deck, we have marriage, commitment, bonds with the card Juno. So your relationships, your commitments, there's something that there's some people that you have been committed to. Are they committed to you though? Maybe you do have friends, Cancer, and you're not really giving them your time like you should. And it's, maybe there's some people who are just kind of feeling like, hey, like, I'm here, but you're not really showing them that they exist enough. I don't know. Maybe there's some people you need to give your attention to. I feel like there's a lot of things that's going on here that need your attention for sure. But some of you guys might be too busy having fun. I love, I'm a Leo, guys, so when it comes to fun, I'm all about fun. I'm all about fun. But it's almost like having a child where, they're just having a blast. They're running around all day, like if you take them to a party or take them to like a fun event or a theme park, it's like they can do that forever, all day, every day. Like they want to be at Disneyland all day, every day, right? But what they don't realize is that it takes a lot of energy. They have so much energy to do all these things, but then there needs to come a point where an adult steps in and says, okay, it's time to go home. Okay, it's time to go sit down and read a book. Okay, it's time to go and take a nap. Okay, it's time to go to bed. Okay, it's time to eat lunch. And sometimes you have that time where a kid or a child is, they're sleeping and they don't want to wake up. They don't want to wake up and go to school. They just want to sleep for as long as they want, right? Or they want to play video games as long as they want, or they want to hang out with their friends as long as they want. There just comes a point where an adult has to step in and say, hey, that's enough. Time is up. It's time to go to bed, or it's time to go home. It's time to eat dinner. It's time to do your homework, right? It's time to do useful things that are actually going to help you grow and mature. So that's what I'm getting for you guys so far as advice and what the cosmos, what your creator, your guides are bringing to your attention that you may not be paying attention to, or maybe you don't want to. Maybe you don't want to because it's just like, oh, I really don't want to focus on that. Like, I just want to have fun. I just want to enjoy life. And it's like, yeah, I understand. Your guides understand, but you got to trust that the fun times are going to continue after, right? So it's like having that child. When a parent or an adult says, hey, okay, recess is over, lunch is over, playing outside is over, playing your video games, okay, it's time to take a break, it's time to go take a nap, blah, blah, blah. That child starts to, you start to feel as a kid, like, I don't want to stop doing this, because in your mind, you're like, I'm never, there's a part of you that's like, I'm not going to be able to do this again if I stop doing it. This is so much fun, I don't want it to end, but it's like, you'll be able to get back to it. It's okay. You'll be able to get back to it. It's not gonna go anywhere. The video games, the TV, the outdoors, the fun times, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there, right? People need you, Cancer. People need your attention. You could be on a team of people. You have Aquarius, we have Pluto. Pluto is in Aquarius right now. We are in the age of Aquarius, and we have Venus. Venus is in your sign, in your constellation. So some of you guys, Cancer, maybe you have an occupation where it's in the beauty industry or the art, or maybe there's artistry. Maybe you're a musician or a singer, or you have the potential to be very caring. And there's a lot going on in your life where, where you have the means to be able to just have fun, right? But there's this need to stop, because we have the 11th house in Aquarius. So this is all about networking, connecting with people, understanding how you affect others around you and how they affect you, understanding how to have meaningful conversations, how to create a dance with other people. There's many different types of dances out there, Cancer. Everybody dances differently because they have their own rhythm. Yeah, harmony. You have sextile, harmony, ease, and compatibility. So this is all about your relationships at this time because, again, Venus is in your sign. So I'm just getting that this is a good time for you to kind of ground yourself, kind of take a breath, take inventory of your emotions, of your thoughts, and of what you've been doing and who you've been collaborating with. Because, again, this is a very beautiful time for you to actually gain some huge opportunities and blessings in your life that you've been praying for. However, the tool or the essentials have not been implemented into you getting what you want and you going after what you want, right? So you want things, right? You want beautiful things, beautiful people. But you got to first know what kind of tools you need to build or create a life full of these beautiful things. You know what I mean? You have a bowl full of grapes. Well, if you want those grapes to last, or if you actually want to enjoy all of the grapes without them going bad and having to throw them away, well, what do you have to do? You have two options. You can put them in the refrigerator, or you can put them in like a bag of, I mean, there's plenty of tips on how to keep fruit from going bad, but you can also just eat them. And if you can't eat them all, right, within a certain time frame, and maybe you just don't have the time to enjoy all of that goodness all in one sitting, share it with somebody. Especially if you have Aquarius in your chart. But even if you don't, Aquarius, this full moon in Aquarius is teaching you, hey, share. Just, you don't have to keep it all to yourself. You don't have to hoard it all. It's not going to go anywhere. Maybe share it with some people, because that you're also creating blessings and opportunities there when you share, Cancer. So sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Sharing, and and I don't mean that in like, I'm not trying to be condescending at all. I feel like you guys understand this. But this is sometimes things that seem so simple are not simple when we have our minds on other things, when we have emotions and thoughts that have become really strong fortresses within ourselves that we can't see past them. Have fun, enjoy life, but make sure that you are aware of your surroundings. Make sure that you are aware of how much work and play you are, entertaining, that you are indulging in. Okay? So that's very important at this time. Mars is also in Libra. So when it comes to working things out, when it comes to yin and yang, when it comes to balance and, bringing the scales to meet each other instead of tipping the scales, right? The scales have been tipped in your life, in all of our lives to some degree, right? And we don't want the scales to tip. We want the scales to level out. So when it comes to your actions, there is this need to make sure, okay, how are my actions causing the scales to tip too much? Okay? Whether it's with your health, your finances, your relationships, how can we bring the scales back here? How can we level them? As I say this, oh my God, thank you, ancestors. As I say this, you got the Justice card. Libra, decisions. Decisions. What is evident? What is true? Look at your surroundings. Look at your life. That is evidence of whether there is lack or excess, whether there is abundance or, you know, desolation. You also have this card that says others looking in. So once again, we're talking about others, other people, friends, families. Some of you guys may be on social media, I don't know. Or maybe you know a celebrity who is a Cancer right now, and maybe they have a lot of people asking questions about their personal lives, asking questions about, like, what is Cancer doing? What is this celebrity doing? Why are they doing this? Why did they say this, right? I feel like Cancer, some of you, a lot, whether you're famous or not, doesn't matter. You have people who are really wanting to take a peek into your life. They want to know more about you. They want to know the true you as best they, as much as you can let people see, right? You need to come to a very, clear verdict or conclusion about your friends, about the people that you have, that you surround yourself with, either on a day-to-day basis, week to week, month to month, quarter to quarter, year to year. There are some decisions that need to be made here. Feng Shui. I'm also getting that too. I just got Feng Shui. Just looking at, I'm getting like going back to the home, and also like some of you may be really good at like putting pieces of clothing together and just making it all come together, or maybe that's something you can look into. Okay. I'm getting like aesthetic. I don't know. That's very Libra of me, it's a very Libra thing to say, or a very Taurus thing to say, or even a very Leo thing to say. But that's just what I get from some of you. So some of you guys, you have Capricorn in your chart. Some of you guys have Aquarius in your chart. Ooh. Some of you guys have Libra in your chart, or you are dealing with those zodiac signs. Ooh. There you go. There you are. The Chariot. That's Cancer energy. We love to see it. Discipline. So even a form of emotional strength here, of being okay with whatever direction your soul points, wherever your inner compass points, that is your guide. I feel like that's just kind of the message for everybody right now, is to pull your energy back and kind of hold on for dear life until things kind of settle. If the challenge is being quiet, then you just need to be quiet. If the challenge is connecting more with other people, then you need to connect more with other people. If the challenge is forgiveness, then you need to forgive, right? If the challenge is going out and having more fun, you need to go out and have more fun. How can you know your own strength if you don't allow yourself to experience challenges? We have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So we have a Virgo here. Some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo. Some of you guys may be asking, when am I going to receive this? When am I going to experience this? When? When you gain clarity within yourself about how to move forward. When you take inventory and you become very clear about your health and what needs to change with your health and your energy. When it comes to your mental and emotional well-being, and you take inventory of that. If you haven't gone to get blood work done, if you haven't gone to get a checkup, if you haven't, I don't know, started going to the gym or started doing yoga, if you're waiting for your fun time and you're like, when is it going to happen for me? Well, it's not going to fall into your lap, Cancer. The work that needs to be done is the work that needs to be done. And you may feel like, well, I've been doing the work. Well, what kind of work have you been doing? Have you been doing it for the right reasons? What type of frequencies and vibrations have you been existing in? Right? If those are things that have not crossed your mind when it comes to how you act, then I think that just kind of speaks for itself, right? Now, that might be something that you don't want to hear, but that's okay. Stay determined. Don't give up. Be ambitious. Control your emotions, because that's another thing too. Control your emotions. If you're doing something out of spite, guess what? Just because people don't see that, if you are acting in a way where everybody looks at you and they're just like, Cancer has it together. Cancer is so balanced, right? But deep down inside, there's a frequency, there is some type of vibration that is echoing, that you're putting out into the world and into the ether, into the cosmos, and there are other frequencies that are echoing. It's like echolocation in a way, but it's like, as you send out a message using your vibrations from your emotions and from your soul, there are spirits and entities and energies that can feel that. There are other people that can feel that, whether they're conscious of it or not. So if you're wondering, when am I going to get this? Well, when your vibration is reset. Well, how do I do that? There's many ways that you can do that. But I'm not really here to necessarily give you those answers. I'm just here to give you whatever guidance my ancestors want me to give you. Okay. So there may be some things happening in your life, or something that may have happened where it was just so challenging and you're just like, oh, like, I don't want to let this go, or I don't want to have to do that, because, what if I don't experience good things again? What if I don't find the love of my life? Or what if I don't get into a relationship? What if I lose my job? Or what if I never find anything better? Well, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that I feel like if you really are holding on to something good, something that is going to be blessed, something that is always going to thrive and prosper, there are no worries or concerns that are needed, right? That's why it's good to sit and understand deep down inside, like, what do I need to do? If your soul is saying stay in this situation and grow with somebody, no matter your differences, do your research, gain more knowledge about your circumstances, talk to people who are empathetic to your circumstances, right, and get knowledge from them, then you do that. But if it's a situation that you should not have in your life and it's unhealthy, it doesn't make you happy, then you got to go, because there's better out there. So it really depends. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards. Let's clarify the first card, others looking in. So some of you, Cancer, maybe there's a window that's been opened, like a sneak peek into your life, and maybe that might need to be closed every once in a while. You don't have to let everybody in. Not everybody needs to know your business, okay? You need to be a little bit more private. But others of you, it's okay to open up a little bit. Let people in. There's more drive that's needed, more passion. Yep, there you are. Queen of Cups, there, that's Cancer. There you are. Moving gracefully, going with the ebb and flow, finding the ebb and flow, and then moving with it, right? We have the Devil. So there are some obsessive emotions. There are some obsessions. There are some codependent behaviors. Let's clarify the Justice card here, ancestors, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. There are deep emotions surrounding something that's happened to you. You feel very deeply about it, whether it's good or bad. Maybe it's very deep love for somebody or something. You have the Magician. Okay, so we have Mercury. So we have the planet Mercury here. The decision is yours, Cancer. If you choose to hold on to whatever is hurting you, or hold on to this rotten energy or this stagnant energy, that's your choice. You can't blame anybody else for it. Okay? The universe is showing me here with the Magician is like, you can't blame the powers beyond the veil, right? You can't blame anybody but yourself. The Magician doesn't blame anybody but themselves when things don't go well. But the Magician is so confident. They're just like, no, I got this. I got this. The Magician doesn't even leave room to even like come close to blaming anybody else. They take charge. They know that they have all that they need. That's the thing, Cancer. You have everything that you need. Why look any further? Build or create what you want right where you stand, right where you sit. Right? We have the Empress, yeah. Some of you guys, again, you guys are pregnant. Some of you guys are pregnant. Let's clarify the Chariot. Some of you guys really need to take care of yourselves. You really need to take care of your body. You really need to do good things for yourself. Not for anybody else, for yourself. I don't care what trends are out there or who is out there telling you, well, this is what self-care is. This is what spirituality is. Go to the doctor. Go to therapy, because that's also a form of self-care. Go to a spa. And we have the Fool. This is Aquarius energy. This is Uranus. Okay. You have to make the decision to take the next step, even if it makes you shiver, if it makes you cry, if it makes you feel like you're about to do something so dangerous, right? It could be even just like in the dating world. Maybe you're just afraid to even reach out. You're just like, I don't have what it takes. I don't have what it takes to reach out to this person or to tell this person how I feel. Maybe you need to tell somebody the truth. I don't know. But it's like you feel stuck, Cancer, with the Eight of Swords. It's clarifying the Chariot. It's like you're kind of, you feel like there's something in the way, or you feel like you're lost, or you just kind of feel like, you know, there's no way around this. There's no way I can get through this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Cancer. Why, if you're afraid of losing something, why? Is it helping you? If you're afraid of that a relationship is going to fail, why? Because that shows that you probably just didn't, the foundation of the relationship just was not sturdy or strong to begin with. You allowed your emotions to guide you into this relationship instead of your spirit. If your spirit, Cancer, is telling you that a relationship or a connection is good for you, right? I have a South Node in Cancer. It's so easy to hold on and to hoard things, right? Because we're like, I don't want to let this go. This means something to me, right? Or this person means something to me, right? Love is letting go, freeing that person from your grasp. allowing that person the freedom to decide how to show you how much they love you. You cannot hold anybody's energy hostage, right, Cancer? You can't. You can't. Let's get some advice really quickly. I'm going to pull 3 cards for advising ancestors for Cancers, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. You got to let them go. And when you let them go and you let them, fly, or you leave them to their own devices, then you will truly see you will see the truth. If these people love you and you let them go and you're just like, okay, I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm going to do me. Let that person go. Stop talking to them for a while. Stop, just release them from your energy for a while. You'll see if they come back. People, relationships that are actually true, the true blue, every time you let them go, they're always going to come right back to you and say, hey, I love you. I care about you. I want to check on you. I want to make sure you're okay. Let's hang out. Let's talk. Let's work things out, right? And the relationships that should have never been there in the first place, but you held on to them and you just held on to them for so long. Once you let them go, they'll just leave. And that's hurtful. That's scary. That is a scary thing, Cancer. I get it. But to me, that's what love of self and love of other people really is. Under this, and this is something that you're learning under this full moon. Okay, we have the Devil. I believe you received the Devil earlier in another. So let go of codependent behavior, obsession. Let go of hoarding energies and holding on so tightly, right? Let go. Don't be of service to people out of you being afraid to lose them, or you being afraid of being alone, or not having enough friends, or not. Don't do that. Be alone for a while. It doesn't mean that it's over. It just means that it's now time to readjust and take inventory of everything that you have, and whatever needs to be released, whatever needs to be let go of, let it go. People, places, and things. If you find yourself, Cancer, alone, and you're just thinking like, I'm never going to have friends again, I'm never going to get married, or I'm never going, no, that's not it. That's not it. You being alone is your time to recalibrate. It's your time to refresh, right? So if you find that you're alone, take inventory and then go out for a while, meet new people, be a part of a group. That's uncomfortable because you have like these memories of like, oh, well, these memories of these people, but those, if they're not your friends, if they don't love you, if they're not part of your team, and you were just trying to force them to be, then it's just all false, and you don't want to live in falsehood, right? Nobody in their right mind wants falsehood to exist. We want to live in truth. We want to live in truth. Some of you guys, if you're pregnant, or if you were pregnant, or you had a baby, your children, they are the ones that are showing you what true love is. They're the ones that really show you, okay, this is the type of energy that I need in my life from people that I care about. 7 of Cups, the Magician again, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, creating a team, creating a new group of people. And if it's not a new group, just kind of editing your group of people. So there may be some people in your life where you're like, okay, I can trust them. And then there may be some people that you can't. You're like, okay, they're gone. They're booted, right? And then you create a new circle of people with existing people and new people, right? Maybe your circle of friends becomes smaller. Maybe the people in your family that you trust become smaller. Follow your soul with the High Priestess. Fill up your own cup, you guys. Fill your own cups up. 6 of Swords. You're going to be fine. That's Aquarius. That's Aquarius. You're going to be okay. Trust me. It's going to be fine. You're not alone. Okay? You may feel lonely, but again, your life is... recalibrate. Recalibrate. Okay? Do the work that needs to be done first, and then you can receive your flowers. Then you can receive exactly what you're looking for and what you want. Okay? Don't hold on too tight. Just let the people go. Let the things go. Let the items go. Let the, you know, whatever it is that you're holding on to, just let it go. Okay? You're going to be fine. It's okay. It's okay. Like, it's going to be fine. Trust me. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Cancer.